everybody, I'm Marlene van Rooyen and welcome to Building and Decor's SpecExpo. Today we have Frikkie Greeff, who is the MD of Woodoc, and we know the name Woodoc. It has been around for many, many years. It's a trusted name in the industry, and Frikkie's going to take us through a couple of their new products, one in particular that we're very excited about. But first, Frikkie, welcome.
Hello, Marlene. Thank you for the opportunity. Much appreciated.
So tell me a little bit about the company, Frikkie.
Well, Marlene, it's a truly South African story. My dad started the company in 1971 as a hobby. Basically based all the products on the old recipes that they used in the 17 and 1800s in the Cape on the furniture that they made there. And he ran it as a hobby until about 1987, 88, when I took over from him. I'd been practicing as an advocate in Port Elizabeth, and I then joined the company, did an MBA, and built it out from there. But we still operate from a tiny little town in the Eastern Cape called Fort Beaufort. I think most people think that Woodoc is a product that comes from overseas.
Yes.
And they also immediately assume that we're from Johannesburg or Cape Town or Durban or whatever the case may be. But we're from a little town, Fort Beaufort. We distribute obviously through South Africa, 14 countries in Africa, Indian Ocean Islands, which include Mauritius, Seychelles, Reunion, Comores and Maldives, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, UK, and from the UK we export into Europe as well, but we don't have any sales offices in Europe as such. So it is a truly international brand, but it's still manufactured. Every drop is manufactured in this little country town of Fort Beaufort. It is still a family business, and a truly South African setup.
Let's talk a little bit about the business, because I think that's such a beautiful story. So how many employees do you have?
We have, obviously in all our sales offices, we have about, let me just do the mathematics quickly, it's about 30 odd sales offices. We have people working there as well, but in the factory itself we only have 35 employees because it's very highly automated. We make use of computer-aided manufacturing. So everything is controlled by computer until such time as the product actually gets packed into boxes and shipped. That's the only time when human hands touch it.
Okay, wow.
But most of our factory workers have been working for us for about 20 years. Very loyal workforce. And we are one of the very few people actually giving employment in this little country town. So we have a number of admin staff as well. We have about, about 20 admin staff working in Fort Beaufort. And we have a satellite admin office in Port Elizabeth. So that's basically how the thing works. You know, we are very highly computerized. Everybody worldwide is coupled to our mainframe computer, and we do everything in real time. So it's a very modern company. It's our way of working is very, very modern, but we try to keep the traditional senses of doing things the Platteland way, if I can call it that, as far as our people are concerned.
So still very much a family. It's the Woodoc family. It's not just a massive manufacturer, even though you do exacting products that you're exporting across the world. It's very much the Woodoc family.
Absolutely, yes. I'm the MD and the major shareholder, and then my brother is also a director. However, he does our farming. You know, he took over the farming venture from my dad.
Okay.
So he's not directly involved in the business. And then his son, Eni, is our financial director. He's a chartered accountant. And my one daughter, well, both my daughters are involved in the company. The one is our marketing director, and the other one is our social media manager. And then, of course, we have the rest of our management team. So it's very much still a family business run in a family way. And it's really nice to be involved in something like that. We're not corporate at all.
And then the family in your little community, in your town as well. Obviously, all your employees, everybody, do you obviously have a massive impact there?
Very much so, yes. And we like it that way because, we give something back. We try to be the company that keeps, I don't want to sound arrogant and say keeps the town going, but we are one of, I think, only 2 or 3 businesses in the town that actually employ people.
Sure.
So it is nice to keep that beautiful old historic town going like that.
So, Frikkie, tell me a little bit about your product. You've got a massive range, but there's one product in particular that we're going to talk about. So tell me a little bit more about that.
Certainly. Look, we are very, we try to make use of the very latest of technology that is available. And our technical director, a lady called Ronelle Grobler, very, very bright lady. She does all our product development. And I firmly believe if you want something done, ask a lady to do it. And she does it very, very well. And we imported the very latest Water-Borne technology from Europe, from Germany actually. We are the only company that has access to that Water-Borne technology in the Southern Hemisphere. Mm-hmm. And I asked Ronelle to get stuck into this because Water-Borne technology, that's the future. Everybody's going enviro-friendly. Everybody wants something that doesn't have solvents, organic solvents in it, and so on. So what we did was we took the very best of Northern Hemisphere technology and we adjusted it to comply with the needs of our temperatures, our humidity, our uses, etc. Because you can't just take Northern Hemisphere technology, good as it may be, and put it in the Southern Hemisphere. We're completely different.
Yes.
So Ronelle worked on this for quite a while, and we brought out this Water-Borne range. But you will notice I call it Water-Borne, not water-based. Now, the difference between Water-Borne and water-based is, if you have something that is water-based, it means that it is dissolved in water. You can apply it, it dries out, and when you put water on it again, it dissolves again. Mm-hmm. However, Water-Borne means that it is an emulsion that has products or raw materials that are not normally soluble in water, that has been put in an emulsion with water. In other words, the water carries the resins and all the rest of it.
Okay.
So the product that I want to chat about today is our Water-Borne floor product. Mm-hmm. Now that is a polyurethane that is actually put into an emulsion. That means that you have millions and millions of tiny little balls of polyurethane that has been coated with something that is compatible with water. And it is then put into the water, not dissolved in the water, but put into the water, and it forms a matrix within the water. When you apply it, the water evaporates, little balls move towards one another, and they fuse to make a complete layer. Mm-hmm. So you get the best of a polyurethane. In other words, the hardness, the durability, the scratch resistance, etc., but it is carried by water, and it is also able to penetrate into a floor or into the wood. Okay. Two of the best qualities of this product, apart from the fact that it is extremely durable and hard and scratch resistant, is the fact that it is virtually odorless. So you don't have any solvent smell when you put it onto the floor, which is very important, especially these days when more and more people are becoming sensitive to solvent smells. And the second one is that it dries very, very quickly. So if a contractor goes into a home and he wants to do the floor, he can sand the floor, and he can literally come in the morning and he could put 3 coats on during the course of the day.
So what is the drying time between coats?
The drying time that we recommend is about 30 minutes to an hour between coats with good ventilation.
Mm-hmm. Wow,
so
that's excellent.
That makes it very, very user-friendly and easy to use. It is also suitable for application to bar tops, chairs, kitchen counters, that type of thing. Everywhere where you want something that's going to give you a hard-wearing surface, you can apply the product.
Okay,
and
wonderful.
The product's been on the market for about 3 years now. It's doing exceptionally well. And it really is something that has changed the game in the flooring market. It is not a product that you would apply in a let's call it a commercial space. Like an extremely hard
high traffic area.
High traffic area. Sorry, I lost the word there for a moment.
So this is something that's exclusively for residential use?
That is correct, yes. It's
Okay,
exclusively
great.
for residential use, very easy to use, good value for money, and dries exceptionally quickly.
In terms of the residential use, specific areas that you would use it or where you would not use it?
Well, the one question we always get is about composite floors. The new composite floors. Those floors are not suitable for this type of product. In fact, those floors are not suitable to be sealed at all because they come out with almost like a plastic coating on top of them, and you cannot sand them. So I wouldn't use it on that. But any solid flooring, parquet, any other type of solid flooring works like an absolute charm.
Wonderful. And then in terms of longevity, you said that it's a great value for money. What are we talking about in terms of longevity in an application like this?
Well, it literally doesn't have a lifespan in the sense that it can last forever because it doesn't break down. But in areas where you have very high traffic, like for instance in my kitchen, my wife has a specific area that she's always standing there. She's always working there, and that area shows a little bit of wear. But when you see an area like that where there's a little bit of wear, all you need to do is clean a little bit with sandpaper. You don't have to deep sand, just clean it a little bit and reapply. And the surface is as good as new. It is also in gloss and in matte. And of course, you can tint it to any one of our, I think we have at the stage about 30 different color concentrates that you can put in there. So anything's possible. We've had people put the product onto stencils onto floors and actually stencil something on the floor that looks like a carpet.
Wow.
And it's absolutely beautiful. White floors, it's very, very popular now. It comes in a white already, tinted to white, and you can apply it. And it gives you a floor that looks like a limed finish. And of course, you can vary the finish. You can vary the amount of color that you want.
Is this a DIY application or only expert applicators to apply this product?
No, it's a DIY. Anyone can do it. Even I can do it.
Wonderful. Any closing comments? This sounds fantastic. We're going to put some pack shots up so you guys can see exactly what it looks like. Frikkie, any closing comments from your side?
Pauline, if you go onto our Facebook page, you will see a legion of photographs there of floors and all kinds of things that our customers have done. We love to get feedback from our customers. We love to get photographs that show what they're doing, and we put it on our Facebook page just to brag a little bit because we're extremely proud of the product. We're extremely proud of what our customers do with it. So people can look on there, and if anybody wants to send us a photograph or two of what they do, please, that'd be fantastic. We'll post it on our Facebook page and we'll brag of it, no problems.
Yes, we're going to post up the contact details in the next slide, but I've had a look at the Facebook page and I must tell you guys, it's definitely worth a look for some great inspiration. They've got some wonderful products out there, some wonderful photographs, and obviously something that you can look at once we come out of lockdown as well. Look at for your home as well as for your clients' projects. So definitely go onto the Facebook page, just search for Woodoc. It pops up immediately. It looks great, Frikkie. Yes, and we'll put the contact details up in the next slide as well. Frikkie, thank you very much for joining us, and we encourage our SpecExpo participants to get in contact with you, and yeah, we really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, Marlene. It's been an absolute pleasure, and stay safe, stay healthy. Let's hope the lockdown doesn't last too much longer.
I agree. Thank you, Frikkie.
Okay then, have a good day.
You too, bye-bye.